started to become clear that me and Vedika knew that in a lot of communities in Pakistan and Nepal, like students often don't have furniture to study in school, and it's quite a norm to be studying on the floor for like hours and hours and hours. And yeah, we just thought, okay, is there a way that we can create like a portable desk for these kind of students? And I think as we were going along, we're like, well, it could be a backpack also. And it kind of just evolved so that it was dual purpose because we didn't want it to be, we wanted it to make the students' life easier, not like they have to carry a desk with them and their backpack and their books. We were like, how can we just combine everything? So we just were a little ambitious and decided to kind of go with that idea, develop it during our course, and then we entered a competition at the end of the course and managed to kind of win first place. And that made us feel really motivated. I think after that, we were like, wow, well, there's real scope here. The judges talked about how it's very scalable and things like that. So we got really motivated, and after graduation, you know, some of the team went their own ways after graduation, but then Vedika and I still felt very passionate about, you know, we really felt like there's something here and didn't want to really let go of it. So yeah, we kept it going. Here we are today after a lot of kind of prototype development, and you know, we had desks that didn't even stand up in the beginning, and kind of like the idea was there, but like the prototype, getting that right took us quite a long time. But yeah, it started off in uni, and here we are now, like with a fully viable product and giving it to like over 300 students in Nepal. So yeah, it's been a good journey.
I think that whole psychological component of, you know, not only having access to those materials, but even having respect for those materials, and then that only promotes respect for education and the need for education moving forward. I think y'all are tackling not only the fact that, you know, students need a desk in order to learn, y'all are tackling important social issues like access to girls' education, access to a classroom wherever you are, you know, keeping that vacuum relatively small and keeping the education, the knowledge gained within the village. Y'all are tackling so many points with a seemingly simple idea.
I think we've kind of come over the stigma a little bit of social innovation being something that's not sustainable, like you can't actually have a career in it or like, you know, make money from it. And I think that has been also a really big motivator, that you can do good and it can generate business and profit and you can live.
Empathizing with the people who'd be using your product or service is very important as well, because even in the beginning for us, we were just like, okay, so I think this would work or that would work, but then when we actually had people using it, it was bad. So, you know, just empathizing and putting yourself in their shoes, like to understand how exactly you're helping them, because sometimes what is currently being used is also like, you know, could be better than the idea you thought was better for them, because a lot of times like cultures matter. Something that, you know, that comes up in one country may not work in another country, so a lot of things do play into this factor of the people using or coming in contact with your idea. So empathizing with the people who are going to be your end consumers. And one thing I recently learned or realized was that a lot of times we're intimidated with coming up with something new or starting somewhere, thinking that our impact isn't big enough. But any impact is some impact, like any impact in the right direction is good. So the smallest things you're doing will somehow, you know, it'll just add up to creating a bigger impact and just add up to things that are already happening. So it, like, we shouldn't be afraid of starting small, because that's also important. Someone has to start small. So, you know.